Should popular fantasy shows always stick to their source material? That's something I've been thinking about lately, especially after seeing fan reactions to the recasting of Geralt in The Witcher. A lot of fans were worried that changing actors would lead to even more deviations from the books and games. Henry Cavill was a huge fan of the original material, and he reportedly pushed for the show to stay as faithful to it as possible. His exit made some people nervous that the show would lose that connection. But this isn't the first time we've seen this kind of debate. Game of Thrones went through it too. Now, in their defense, George R.R. Martin hadn't finished the books, so the showrunners had to forge ahead without a full blueprint. He did give them a rough idea of how the story ends, which is supposedly the direction they followed in seasons 7 and 8. How closely though? We'll see if and when Martin ever finishes the books. But even before that, in seasons 5 and 6, when there was still source material, some major book storylines were cut. Remember Lady Stoneheart, for example? Yeah, we never got to see her. The truth is, showrunners almost always take creative license. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I totally get why fans want them to stick closely to the source. It's usually what made people fall in love with the story in the first place. So when the show veers off too far, it can feel like a betrayal. But there are also real-world reasons for those changes. Budget constraints, time limits, storylines that don't translate well to screen pacing, or just a desire to put a new creative spin on a familiar tale. So what do you think? Should showrunners always stick to the source material when it's available, or is it okay for them to take creative liberties with the story?